Welcome back to Cooking with Mark and Oreo for another wonderful video. Oreo's ready to go. Today I'm going to show you how to make the ultimate mac and cheese, ultimate comfort food. It pairs great with everything. Oreo's super excited. It pairs great with everything, burgers, chicken tenders, everything. So first I shredded some cheese. I shredded it ahead of time. There's 4 cups of shredded cheddar, 2 cups of shredded Gruyere cheese, and there's also going to be some Parmesan cheese in there. It's going to be amazing. It's going to taste amazing. So first of all, I started off with a box of macaroni pasta, which I already boiled to save some time. And you want to cook it al dente, so you don't want to cook it all the way because it is going to go in the oven. And because we're not going to use it right away, you want to drizzle it with a little olive oil, just so the pasta doesn't stick. And then you want to give it a good mix, because you're just going to set this aside for a while. All right, so now on the stove, I'm going to put a Dutch oven on medium heat, and I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to wait for that to melt. All right, as you can see, our butter's nice and melted, and it's kind of sizzling. You're going to add 1/3 cup of flour. And you're gonna whisk it for about a good minute until you get a nice thick paste. All right, now that I whisked in the flour, now I'm gonna add a cup of heavy cream. 3 cups of milk. You can use any type of milk you want. You can skim. Whole milk works better, but you can use skim. And you're gonna add a little bit of black pepper and salt, which you can add a little bit more later for taste. And you're gonna whisk this together till almost it's boiling, and everything's well blended. All right, as you can see, my cameraman can get a little closer. The sauce is really thick. It's exactly how you want it. So now you're gonna take 2 cups of the shredded cheese mix. Again, it's Gruyere cheese and cheddar. And you're gonna add 2 cups. And you're gonna whisk that till it's nice and blended before we add more cheese. All right, the cheese is nice and well blended. So now we can add another 2 cups of the cheese blend. We're gonna save the last 2 cups, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with that later. So you're gonna add two more cups. It already smells amazing. We haven't even made it yet. There we go. And I love cheese on everything. All right, we're gonna whisk that until it's blended. Should only take a couple seconds. Our cheese is completely melted. Now we can add the pasta right to this bowl. And now you're gonna mix the pasta till everything's nice and coated in the sauce. You can actually lower down your heat as well. All right, now that the pasta is well blended, you wanna put half in your dish that you're gonna cook it in. It's very heavy, so I'm gonna try to do it like this without making too much of a mess. I did pretty good. And you wanna spread it out. Actually, could have added a little bit more pasta. I'm gonna actually, wasn't quite half. And it works really good with a glass dish, but I actually made a few things this weekend. So I'm using a metal dish, which is fine. So now we got about half of the pasta in there. Spread even. Now we're gonna take the remaining 2 cups of cheese. I'm gonna sprinkle it right on top. And you can actually use any cheese you want, but I recommend the cheddar and Gruyere, but it's your choice, your preference. And now we're gonna pour the rest of the pasta on top. I'm just gonna spread that out. And there's actually some more sauce left in the pan, so I'm gonna use a rubber spatula to get all that sauce off. I don't wanna lose any of that cheese. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and I'll show you how to make the top in just 1 second. All right, so there's our macaroni ready to go, but it needs a crispy topping. So what I have here is 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. So there's our 1/3 cheese. We have 1.5 cups of Panko, but it's Italian seasoned Panko. And then we're also gonna add a couple of sprinkles of smoked paprika to give it a good little tang. And Oreo's getting super excited. And our last is 4 tablespoons of melted butter. All right, and then you're just gonna mix that up until it makes a nice crumb topping. All right, so now you see how it has a nice crumbly finish. This could also work with Ritz crackers, but I like the panko because it really crisps up in the oven when you bake it. And you want to just cover the whole thing. All right, after you put your breading completely on it, you want to sprinkle a little bit more salt. I just always have salt on the ready. And a little black pepper. And now you're gonna throw it in the oven at 350 for a half hour. All right, so I'll see you in about a half hour. All right, welcome back. 30 minutes are up, time to come out of the oven. That rush of steam right when it first comes out. See how the panko crumbs come out nice and crispy and brown? That looks amazing. Normally I would try my food as soon as it's done right on camera, but I don't want to burn my mouth. So I'm gonna let it cool a little bit, put some on a plate, and I'll try it in a few minutes for you. Hi, welcome back. It's cooled off a little bit. It's still piping hot, but I can't wait. Look how beautiful that looks. All the cheese and crumbs. Oreo, it smells good, doesn't it? All right, let's try a little piece of the corner. I want a little crispiness. I want a little bit of that cheese in the middle. Looks incredible. The Gruyere and the Cheddar and the Parmesan makes this an amazing mac and cheese. I hope you liked the video. Thank my assistant Oreo. Make sure if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and tell all your friends to watch the video. Till next time, see you later.